Don't come back on this property, don't come back on that property, or that is failure to obey an order and you can go to jail.
And if you're giving me a direct order that I can't be on this property, and I contact this individual right here, and he tells me I can be on this property, me and you're going to court.
I don't care, sir.
I know you don't care.
This man was peacefully sitting in his car, legally parked in a church parking lot, simply taking pictures of nature, doing absolutely nothing illegal. When the officer approached, he claimed they received a call about him taking pictures and immediately started demanding his ID as if documenting nature is some kind of crime. They even threatened him with arrest and told him not to come back, all because they couldn't handle someone who actually knew the law better than they did. It's honestly satisfying watching this man shut these tyrants down using nothing but legal facts.
Well, did he tell you why we got a call on you?
He said he got a call on me.
Yeah. You guys are taking pictures or whatever?
Yeah. Is that illegal?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just a little suspicious. If you're taking pictures of the gas company.
You realize that a citizen taking pictures in public is a First Amendment protected activity, right?
Yeah. But you understand that we're in a time of terrorism, too.
Well,
Somebody taking pictures of railroad tracks and gas company, that ain't normal.
it's not?
No.
Well, maybe not your definition of normal, but I would hate to think that as a law enforcement officer that a citizen taking activity and doing a constitutionally protected activity that is legal would throw up a red flag in your eyes and be suspicious.
Do you have a right to be on this property? You got permission?
I'm not answering any more questions.
Do you have a license on you?
I do.
Can I see them?
Is that a request or an order?
Well, it's a request.
Am I being detained?
No.
Have I committed a crime?
But you do.
Am I being accused
By
of
state of
committing a crime?
Kentucky, you have to produce your license to me.
Only if I'm suspected of committing a crime or in the process of committing a crime. And if I'm not,
name, sir?
if I'm not being detained, I'm not answering any more questions.
What's your name, sir?
I'm not answering any questions.
What makes you think that it is?
Because I would hate to think that I live in a country where you officers could just run my plates and get my information anytime you want. Now, given the fact that if I'm not detained, I don't have to provide ID, he did not detain me. He just took it upon himself to go back there to find out who I am. I do not have to provide that information to you unless I'm detained. And you didn't detain me until you walked to the back of my car after you ran my plate and after that officer ran my plate. I have it all on video.
That's fine. But
now, if you'd have come up and said you're detained for this crime, I'd have provided you everything you needed. But you didn't do that. Y'all just want to know what I'm doing. So you want my ID, which is not the way it works. If you say I'm trespassing on this property, you're wrong, because I can't be trespassing on a property that I've never been asked to be to. This is a church parking lot. Are you prepared to stay in court,
sir,
and tell the court that this preacher of this church would not want me here sitting in his parking lot?
Are you going to let me answer?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, the answer to that is we got a call that you were here, okay? Now, we're investigating that. For whatever reason you're here, not just because you're sitting on the church parking lot, okay? It wouldn't have mattered if you were sitting in front of Rite Aid parking lot or anything else. It doesn't matter, okay?
Well, if it doesn't matter where I'm sitting,
hold on, sir.
Why was I? Why
I want to get an understanding.
Why was I threatened with being
Sir,
charged of
listen
trespassing?
Well,
and I don't
I'm
trust
just talking to you.
Well, this is not a consensual conversation, and the only way it's going to continue to be a conversation is if I'm detained. And if you detain me,
well, until we figure out why, let me tell you this:
unless I'm being detained, I'm not answering any more questions, and I'd like to be free to go about my business.
Until we figure out why you're here, you are being detained, sir.
Okay, what crime am I being detained for?
Suspicious activity, trespassing for one. There's a railroad.
Now
here.
we're back to trespassing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what it is, sir. I'm not just pulling stuff out of my butt here, you know.
So if I was to go park in, like your example, if I was to go park in Rite Aid parking lot and sit there and take some pictures, that makes me trespassing, just like I'm doing here. I'm in a church parking lot, okay, that is openly accessible to the public. There are no signs that say private property. There are no signs that say you can only be here.
I'm not being argumentative with you and saying none of that's not the case.
You're just wrong.
You're exactly right.
I mean, you can charge me with trespassing all you want, but if you think you're going to be able to stand up in court in front of a jury of my peers and convince them that what I'm doing right now is trespassing, you're wasting your time, my time, and the court. Okay, what's your badge number, sir?
1123.
Thank you, and I'm going to need it from those gentlemen as well.
So why can't we have a civil conversation here and explain what you're doing here?
We were having a civil conversation until your officer, who was off duty and told me that I was not detained,
he's not here, so
started asking me for my ID, what I was doing, why I was here.
Okay, I'm asking you to communicate with me.
Okay. I'll communicate as much as I feel necessary to communicate with you.
Okay.
If I'm being detained, though, I need to know right now if I'm being detained. Because if I'm being detained, I'm going to cooperate silently, and I'm going to plead the fifth and not answer any more questions. Now, if you want to have a consensual conversation and communicate, I'll do that if I'm not being detained at my discretion, not yours.
Come down to, okay, if you want to play this, okay.
I'm not playing anything. I'm following the law.
I understand.
I wish we were all following the law.
And that's what I'm telling you, the law.
Okay.
Sir, let me tell you something. That Constitution means just as much to me as it does you, okay?
Apparently not, because you swore an oath to protect it, and you're not
exactly
right.
Oh, yes, absolutely, 100%.
Well, me being in public...
Absolutely, 100%, sir. And I've been protecting this Constitution since I was 17 years old in the Marine Corps and everything else in law enforcement, okay? So don't tell me, just because I'm a law enforcement officer, we're tramping all over everybody's
I'm telling you because of your
rights.
actions right now.
Sir, my actions, we have a right to talk to whoever we want to.
I am taking part in a constitutionally protected activity, and you're detaining me.
Okay, well, here's what it comes down to, sir.
Okay.
Here's what it comes down to. If you want to talk the law, okay, the thing is, the law is telling you, don't come back on this property, don't come back on that property, or that is failure to obey an order, and you can go to jail.
Okay. On what property? You said this property?
This property, yes.
And you said that property. What other property are we speaking of?
This property. Right
I've never been on that property in my life.
I'm not saying you have. I'm just telling you.
And if you're giving me a direct order that I can't be on this property, and I contact this individual right here, and he tells me I can be on this property, me and you're going to court.
I don't care, sir.
I know you don't care. Well, you can't just go around telling people
you're not
what
a church member.
How do you know that? Are you assuming that?
Are you a church member here?
I don't have to answer that question. But
Gary, is he the preacher here? Can he come over here? We'll find out.
I got no problem with that. But I bet you do the talking to him, and when it's all said, let me talk to him and see how it turns out.
Do you know this individual?
No, I'm sorry, I do not.
How do you do,
sir? Is he a
sir?
member of your church?
No, he's not.
Is he allowed to be on this property?
No, he's not.
Okay. Can you tell me why I'm not allowed to be on? I'll respect your wishes, but can you tell me your reason for me not being allowed to be on this property?
I would prefer not to do that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Have you ever told me before that I wasn't allowed on this property?
No, I have not.
Thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. Would you like to know why I'm on your property?
No, I would not.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
Thank you.
And you don't want me coming to your church or back to your property?
You're welcome to come to services only. If you are doing anything other than attending our service, I will ask you to leave again.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh, are we done now?
Yes, sir.
I'm not being charged with trespassing? Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Trooper Pryor.
Trooper Pryor. And Trooper Pryor, I'm going to ask you, you're the one that detained me. You never did give me cause for the detention, but am I now no longer detained?
Yeah, you're free to leave.
And I'm no longer charged with trespassing and the other things you said I was going to be charged with?
No, you will be if you come back, because you've heard it from the owner, okay? He doesn't want you here.
Okay.
So
This man was simply taking pictures, an activity fully protected under the First Amendment. Anything you can see with your eyes in public, you can photograph, record, and document. That's not suspicious, that's not illegal, and it's definitely not a crime. No officer ever told him to leave, no one issued a trespass warning, and no property owner claimed he wasn't allowed to be there. A phone call doesn't magically turn a citizen into a suspect. Just because someone gets uncomfortable doesn't mean you lose your rights, but these officers acted like he was a criminal instead of a citizen exercising his constitutional rights. They showed up with demands, ego, and zero lawful authority, and this man didn't fold. He stood his ground, used the law, and shut down every unlawful command with facts. That's how you deal with tyrants who think a badge replaces the Constitution.